up that I'm streaming everywhere. I would love to invite all y'all to come hang out for maybe 15-20 minutes while I hold my bladder. But Greg, first of all, thank you so much for asking me to do this. This is so much fun. I love doing this with you. It's so much. I always have a great time. It's a blast. You know, thank you for asking. Let's go rate. Yes. Just chatting. We're just chatting here. We can talk about that movie we just watched, or other movies, or who could win in a fight against Batman and Superman. Against the two of them. You might have heard of them. I hear it. Yeah, this will make his day. Thanks, Greg. You're the best. And rest your voice. Sorry that you're not feeling well. And I tell you, I was sick last week. I was sleeping for 2 days straight, and I don't think it was COVID because my girlfriend got tested and she got negative, so she was feeling the same way. So maybe there's just something going around that's not COVID. Me too. Good night, everybody. I sincerely appreciate it. Drive safely. Amazing. Thank you so much, Greg Benson. And I can hear you. I can still hear you, and I think everybody's just raided my room. Oh, who am I? Hey, oh my God. I'm so surprised and shocked at all of these people entering the chat right now. This is amazing. What did I do? I just decided to spontaneously jump on here. You know, normally it's, it's like, they can't hear you, Greg, but so it sounds like I'm talking to myself. Normally, it requires a subscription to my channel to get access to the Discord, but I'm inviting you all to the Discord right now just because I had so much fun hanging out with you all. It's a free-for-all Friday, everybody. So much fun. Yes, indeedy. We watched The Final Sacrifice, and better than spontaneously combusting. Is that possible? Is that possible? Have you done that, Greg? I'm actually channeling Greg through my Ouija board right now, guys, if you can't hear him talking. But Greg, I could probably patch you in. Hold on a second. They could probably hear you if I do. See, Greg taught me, he guided me, he Sherpa'd me through this world of streaming. And he showed me how to use this program right here. So I'm going to patch him right in. Let's see. I'm going to use running applications. Zoom. Turn on. Oh, I'm repeating back. It's really exciting. I gotta mute myself. Wait, hold on. Nope. It's not working. Hold on a second. Greg, if you jump on Discord, I can open the Discord channel and have you there. Well, fair enough. Okay. Greg says he wants you all to burn in hell. No, wait, he said he loves you guys. Indeed, Greg and myself, we extend the gesture of love and appreciation for all of you guys watching tonight. This was fantastic and fun, and it's always a good time hanging out with Greg. It's just good vibes. You guys are great. You guys are like the awesomest crowd. Greg, you have the greatest fans, and what do you call them? The friendly friends. The friendliest friends I've seen here. Cheers, Greg. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Feel better. Pierce. Peace. I said Pierce. Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. This is so much fun. What did you guys think of that movie? I thought it was terrible, but also not terrible at the same time. How is that impossible? You know, one of the cardinal sins of all movies. Wesley. Ange, everybody. First of all, if you watch Aristotle Full Throttle and you are a regular, you get your own intro like Ange does. Like this. Hold on.
Say, baby, I can destroy everything. But I'm not. What? But I can. Baby. Shut up and give us your money.
It is Ange's birthday right now, and that was Ange. That wasn't really Ange. That was an icon of Ange. And it's her birthday, so everybody wish Ange a happy birthday. Ange, what did you do for your birthday? Let us know. We just watched a terrible movie with Greg on Bad Movies Live. He is a funny, hilarious guy, and I've known Greg for several years now. Good golly, is he funny. He always cracks me up. It's hard to stay not laughing. It's hard to keep a straight face the whole time. Also, Wesley, I see you.
Wesley.
Greg calls you bad names.
Corn pop was a bad dude.
This is what 4 frames per second looks like. Yes, indeed, it is. Here, let me just close some programs. Sometimes the stream, you know, it's not the smoothest. Not always, but sometimes it is. Yes. Once was enough today. Oh boy, I stopped watching 20 minutes ago and it just worked in some hobby things with your hands, Nova and Novan? Is it Nova and Ryder or is it Novan? Yes, happy birthday to Ange. Greg calls you bad names. Sorry, World Champ Infinity. You know, you can call me anything you want, just don't call me late for dinner. Yes, jokes. Ange, tell us what you did. You saw Venom 2. You guys like movies, obviously, because you came and hang out with us to sit through a bad movie live. But my show is usually about, you know, whatever movies are popular at the time. Like right now, we're excited for, what, The Matrix, right? This weekend, No Time to Die came out. Also, Ange just saw Venom 2. Are you going to go see Halloween Kills? Because I am excited to see that. What's your favorite scary movie? What's the movie you're looking forward to most? Is it Eternals? Is it Dune? I freaking love Dune. You guys read the book? Frank Herbert? It's delicious, the book. Greg is more than a man, yet less than human. Don't ask. I don't even know what that means. Well, Novan Ryder, that reminds me. Is Rob Zombie saying more human than you, man? More human than you, man. That's what I think. I think that sounds way better.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
Mike and Jackie. Well, we're going to see who has to pee first, because I have drinking 3 beers. I've drinking them all into my tummy. And now they are in my... they are imminently having to go through my wee-wee. Last weekend, what's a movie? Oh boy, it's great to see you guys all here. Wow, we got 100 comments in the first 5 minutes. It's kind of insane. Here's the invite to the Discord if you guys want to hang out with us on the Discord and talk about geeky stuff like movies. Also, William Shatner, Captain Kirk, went to space yesterday. Is that like a real... is this real life? Because that's amazing. You know, I thought he might explode. Did you guys think that maybe Captain Kirk would explode? When I heard that Captain Kirk was going to go to space last month, I was like, oh, he might explode. You know, those rockets, they explode every now and then. And turned out he went up and came down before I even knew he was going up there. Dune is something I would consider, yes, and I've read those books multiple times. More human than human. It was a marketing slogan from the Skin Job Corp in Blade Runner. Oh, that is awesome movie trivia. That's really... somehow that rings a bell. Blade Runner. How many times did you watch Blade Runner? Did you watch it 80 times like Christopher Nolan? And which one did you watch? Which version? Is it the one with the voiceover? It's also a title of a famous song. I forget who did it. I think it was John Mummy. Thank you very much. We're having it. What do they call this, Mike and Jackie? They call this a race to see who pees their pants first. White zombie. Yes, it was a white zombie. Guys, I got a story for you, and then I might have to leave you with this, because I will either leave you with this or leave a puddle on the floor. I saw a White Zombie concert when I was a kid. Opening for White Zombie was a band called Caius, another band called Babes in Toyland, another the Reverend Horton Heat. There's 4 bands that night, a lineup. I went up to the stage. I was right up against the stage. It was like one of my first concerts I've ever seen. Youngin', child. And I said to the band, the first band, my friend said to me, "Oh, this band sucks." So then I started heckling this band. Never do this. I was in rock bands on stages. I, in fact, played this very stage 10 years later as a rock musician. It's Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, New York. But I heckled this band, Kais. I said, "I don't like your music." And they threw beer on me and they beat me up. Long story short, they attacked me. They jumped me, they beat me up. And then the guitar player and the bass player went on to form Queens of the Stone Age. Isn't that incredible? And I was like, so to this day, I'm like, that guy from Queens of the Stone Age, he physically attacked me when I was a child. Caius, you remember them? They're actually pretty good. I didn't know anything. Were you in a commercial somewhat recently? Studio 8H. Yes. I was in 2 commercials. Recently, actually. Do you remember Babes in Toyland? See, cricket. Look at this, you guys. And the circus leaves town. You'll pee your pants. I was in a couple commercials, yes, recently. Fortunately, because last year, none of us did anything. And this year, thankfully, I was lucky enough to be in a couple commercials.
Oh, that's cool.
And what did you think of the movie? Ange saw Venom. She saw, what's it? Let There Be Carnage. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Ange, what did you think of that movie while I do the pee-pee dance? Ange is going to let us know her review. She said she was going to report back to us. I heckled Kyle is not smart when the Queen's the stage. I know, it was not smart. Especially was not smart. I know there's a delay. There's like a 4-minute delay. But it especially was not smart to heckle Caius on that stage, because I actually played that very stage 10 years later, and I was like, uh-oh. What goes around comes around. You know Caius. You've listened to their shizzle multiple times over. Yeah, they're pretty good. Which commercials? I was in a commercial for the brand Redfin, and I was in a commercial for the UPS store just recently. The UPS store one is still running, I think. The Redfin one, it might be random. Let's talk about Sue she buys houses on an app, the Redfin store. You might be the only person. Sweet 69 by Babies is my favorite. Wasn't Chris Novoselic in a band called Sweet 75? Ange NO says, I enjoyed it. Then after the credits is, I have a theory. Uh-oh. Ange, I haven't seen it. Who has seen Venom? Y'all see Venom? And while you guys are enduring the delay, I want to take this moment to thank Greg Benson, for Mediocre Films, for allowing me to hang out with him tonight. Sorry that his voice is giving out. He's not feeling well. Sorry that the movie was meh. Sometimes they're just so bad they're fun to make fun of. Sometimes they're just boring and you're just like, all right. A lot of running in the forest. Oh, dude, Joshua Homie will absolutely F you up. That's true. I got concussed. They did attack me from behind, though. I am his height. We're the same height. And that guy is huge. He is huge, but we are the same size. I would have taken him on, but it was all the whole band. They jumped from the back. Dude, you should really go pee. Why are you still sitting here? Yes, here, stand. The intros are back. Oh, I'm not sweating anymore. I was like peeing through my sweat glands. Thank you for that suggestion. You know, turns out when you have to pee, go pee. That's one of the rules in life. That's one of the rules I learned. I actually worked with a director. This director's name's Bradford May. Look him up. IMDb him. He is excellent. He is one of the coolest, most fun directors I've ever worked with. And he's very loud. And I remember one time Misha Barton, I was working on set as a set photographer. Normally my day job is I'm a photographer on set, and I work on movies, and I take the pictures that you see as the thumbnail and the poster and stuff like that. And it's fun to work with actors, and it's fun to work on set with directors and stuff here in Los Angeles. And this director, he'd say this. Misha Barton said, "Can I go pee? I need to go pee." And he said, "Yes, always go pee, never hold, never hold, never hold." And that's what we learned today. Second Venom, better or worse than the first one, Ange? That's a good question. That is an excellent question. I saw the first one, yes, Studio 8H. I'm totally different now. I've actually changed. I do. Is it true? You guys might have heard this rumor. I'll do some acting here and there, but like, someone told me once that if you have to pee while you're acting, you give the most honest performance. Right now, before, I felt like I was faking like I didn't have to pee, which is not very honest. It's not an honest performance. But ladies and gentlemen, that is a good question. What movies are you looking forward to seeing this year? This holiday season, let's say. I'm stoked for Dune. I think Denis Villeneuve directs the best movies of the last 10 years or so. Some of the best movies, for sure. I don't know if you saw Imposter. Just as good as the first, with a bit more comedy. And, you know, this is funny. I didn't see the comedy part in the trailers, but I think you know, well, I mean, it was kind of funny. Tom Hardy's pretty funny, and Woody Harrelson's pretty funny, so that kind of works. Tom Hardy's a great actor. Frankly, I don't think you should really F with Josh Homme. Even if you're the same size, he's very likely a lot of drugs and can feel. Yeah. Nova and Ryder, did you see that Josh Homme kicked the camera out of that woman's hands a couple years ago? I was like, man, oh man. Never a good idea in the tussle. I agree. Probably won't see Venom 2 in theaters. It's supposed to suck. Digital DeQuinley. Yeah. It's a complicated answer. Snake 2005. Every time you comment, I'm going to have to say this. Snakes! Dune. Yeah, Dune looks dope. It's hard to translate that text, apparently. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Snakes! Snakes! I heard Ghostbusters Afterlife was pretty damn good. And I'm excited for that, because it's kind of in the family, if you think about it. Was it Jason Reitman directed that? And Jason Reitman's got a different flavor of directing than his father, Ivan Reitman. Usually I have some music playing in the background. But yeah, I'm totally for that. I sincerely hope they improved, because the last several tries that people have put out there have sucked. Yeah, the last several tries of Dune, I was going to watch the one I think that had William Hurt a few years ago, and I didn't watch it because, I don't know, I just didn't get around to it. It was like 27 episodes, and I said, maybe next time. James Bond. New medieval one with Darth Vader actor. I like the Darth Vader actor.
Impressive. Most impressive.
Snakes. Yes. No variety. Snakes! This is also my favorite ADR line. I played it on Greg's show earlier. But Afterlife, what? Ghostbusters Afterlife. Nova and Ryder. We're talking about Ghostbusters Afterlife, and he said that the last several times, I think you were saying the last several times they tried to make Dune, it sucked. It's true. It's hard to make that movie. It's hard to adapt that novel. It's very rich. It's a sprawling story, but looks cool. You just really want to see No Time to Die. I really want to see that too. I love the James Bond movies. I've been watching those James Bond movies in the theater since probably long ago. Let's say long ago. This new French film, you guys love it, messed up. This new French film, you guys love it, messed up. What's it called? Watch the new one with William Hurt, but get the director's cut. Okay. I'm going to check that one out then, because I just love the story so much. What's up, JC Neither Albatriz? We're just having a late night stream. We just got rated from Mediocre Films by Greg Benson. We were just watching a terrible movie called The Final Sacrifice, which, by the way, I'll tell you, it's bad. It's not a good movie. I saw the most horrible movie I think I've ever seen a couple weeks ago, and it was called Hideaway, which was based on a novel by Dean Koontz, which I can only imagine was based on the novel by Stephen King called The Dead Zone, because it was The Dead Zone, but with Jeff Goldblum. Instead, it was with The Dead Zone with the other guy who talks funny, and not Christopher Walken. Yeah, follow. Feel free to follow if you feel like it, because we talk about this stuff all the time here. We talk about movies and stupid things. Mostly stupid. Yeah, you see, but right there is exactly what I'm talking about. Every single Dune thing that has been made, except for the first original one, have had the exact reaction. Just a huge meh, and I didn't get around to it. I do like David Lynch's version of Dune. I think it has some really cool ideas in it. Except one of the kids, a tweet I just recently saw, said a student raises his hand and asks David Lynch at a Q&A. He says to him, he says, David Lynch, I just want to thank you for the movie Dune. It inspired me to become a filmmaker. And David Lynch's response was, I hate Dune. I wish I never made it. Or, I hate Dune. I wish I never made it. The Dead Zone is great. You want to kill your own son? It's amazing. The ice is going to break. It's perfect. To this day, many years ago, I don't know if you guys could see this, but a friend of mine put this on my base. I don't know if you could read that, but it says, there's a thing right here. Probably can't read it. But we used to joke about the Dead Zone so much where I said the ice is going to break that he printed out a little sticker that says the ice is going to break. And he stuck it on my headstock in practice. And this has been on my bass through like almost every show I've ever played. So when I'm playing the bass, I look down and it says the ice is going to break. The ice is going to break. It's kind of great. It's kind of great. Also, we've got a comment from... oh, you filed a while ago. Oh, you're awesome, Snake 2005. That's your sound effect. That's a dedicated sound effect. Also, this.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these monkey-fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane!
Great. Just great stuff. I like the 4-hour version of the original Dune. Yes! I also like the 4-hour version of the original Dune. It's long, It's got an intro from Virginia Madsen. It has a lot of paintings to describe the millions of years that have passed, or whatever, the thousands of years. Also, there's so many great ideas in it. I loved David Lynch's creepy dude who was all deformed because he ate the spice melange, which enables him to fold space and do the weirding way. You know what I'm saying? I love it. The weirding way. Well, the weirding way is the Muad'Dib. Kill with a word. Oh, well, there's no time like the present. Who are some of your favorite bands, AFT? I got a lot of favorite bands. I mean, Greg and I were talking a little bit about music. I do love a lot of classic bands. My musical tastes are eclectic. So everything from like the classic rockers from the 60s and 70s, like we were talking about CSNY, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, the Beatles, obviously, Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin. I could just go through the rock bands from each decade here. The 70s. I could jam with the Who a little bit. These are the popular bands of those times, by the way. But also Yes. I do like a lot of Yes. I like, and then you get the 80s. And then, you've got some pop music. Depends on the category. What are we talking? We talking heavy metal? We talking Slayer? We talking, I've seen Iron Maiden. I've seen Black Sabbath. I love those bands. You got the 90s. You got some hard rock. Nirvana. I've been going down a weird Nirvana. I never really liked them as much as I do now, which is interesting. I liked Nirvana a lot. Love the Doors. Yeah, the Doors. Come on, baby, light my fire. I mean, it's classic stuff. Except, by the way, Snake, did you know this? That hello, I love you, won't you tell me your name was also the same song by the Kinks, which was like, and all of the night. That's my rendition. Please suffer through it with me. That's the same song, and apparently the Kinks won rights to that song, Hello, I Love You, even though Robbie Krieger, I think, wrote it. Not even though, but meanwhile, Robbie Krieger, the guitar player, wrote it. Never heard of any of them. Have you heard of Adele? She just came out with a new song today. I'm a fan of her as well. It's eclectic, man. I dig it all. I like heavy metal. Listen to this band. Shout out to what's that band called? Oh man, it'll come to me. It's just a new band I've listened to. It's got a singer and she screams. She's got a really good, like, screaming voice. Valadoc Val Kilmer is great. Who's your favorite Batman? Speaking of Batmans, do you have a favorite Batman? Mine, I'll tell you once you show me yours first. Hang on. I'm going to find out that band name. Because for some reason it slips my mind. It's pretty great. But I'll probably be... there's a picture of Tom Green. Does Greg know Tom Green? Because that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Tom Green is my hero. I mean, I figure this is the Tom Green show, but like not the modern one. This is like the one he did out of his house, his garage. Well, thanks, Studio 8H in Rockefeller Center, SNL. I was listening to let me just go. I was listening to Anderson .Paak. He's awesome. Just so many. We were talking about Prince tonight. Who doesn't love Prince? Oh man, it's gonna kill me if I can't remember the band name. Keaton. Michael Keaton was your favorite Batman. Tell me your favorite Batman, and I'll tell you mine. Oh boy, I gotta remember this band name. They're so. Once I see the name and read it, I'll remember it. I'll say, oh yeah, that's the name. I don't know. Apparently, Morrison said that a lady from Venice, on Venice Beach, he ran up to her and said, "Hello, I love you. Won't you tell me your name?" Oh, I guess that's how it was. That's in the movie. And Batman or Bruce Wayne is a very important distinction. Which is your favorite actor who played each of those? For instance, for me, it's Adam West. Adam West. Is Batman here? I don't think I have Batman ready. Let's see. Ah! It's me, Adam West, and Lando Calrissian. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Aristotle Full Throttle Show. You don't even know what's in store for you here. Yes, I am everyone's favorite Batman. I, in fact, am everyone's Batman. Are those cheese nips for nipples? Don't you mind that. Don't you mind that. Just take a sip from my flask and carry on. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Are you guys still watching? I can't even believe you guys are here watching the show. Speaking of Canadians, I'm Canadian and I've watched every show, and he is no Tom Green. He is definitely not Tom Green. Get out of here, Seth Rogen. What the heck's going on? I do like Adam West as Batman, though. Billy D truly belongs here with us among the clouds. Listen, guys, if you hang around long enough, you'll see like lots of weird things. Yes, you will be subjected to horrible things, such as me, an abomination. I was once a man, but now I am a pig, a swine. My name is Werner Herzog, and I reside here in this cave of forgotten dreams. Oh, look, a horsey. That is a drawing of a horsey on the back, in the background. It is lovely. Thank you for being here. Good golly. What the heck's going on? I bet you could do an Aziz impersonation. Ah! Aziz? Do you mean Aziz Ansari? He's hilarious. Oh boy. Listen, we've got all kinds of guests. Have you guys seen Never Ending Story?
Ah, this looks like a big, strong feed, doesn't it? Speaking of classic rock, I'm the classic rock biter. I'm from the Never Ending Story, but I also like classic rock, because I'm the classic rock biter. Listen, that's Grace Slick in the background. I'm into Jefferson Airplane, man. I'm into the Strawberry Alarm Clock. I'm into the Doors, man. Three Dog Night. They don't play enough Foghat around here, man. Let me just say one thing. The mid-70s was the height of progressive rock, and that's the fact, Jack. Keep on rocking, man.
I've got correspondence everywhere. This is just a little taste of what you guys get to experience if you watch and subscribe to this nonsense. It's fun, because let me just throw it to the weather report. Hey everybody, this is Carl Weathers in the Carl Weathers Predator Weathers Report, featuring the Action Jackson AccuPredator Doppler Radar Forecast and Cardi B. That's the Doppler Radar Cardi B forecast. Anyway, it looks like it's going to be a real knockout of a day. It looks like you're going to be a TKO in the weather. Oh man, there's a lot of green and yellow. And a predator. Watch out for the predators. Also, it's going to rain. This has been the Carl Weathers Predator Weathers Report, featuring the Action Jackson AccuPredator Doppler Radar Forecast and Cardi B. gonna rain. God. You know, I love Carl Weathers. You guys like Carl Weathers? I have probably an unhealthy affection for Carl Weathers. I think he's one of America's greatest treasures and should be in everything. I actually started watching a show because he was in it. It was called like Behind the Wall or something. It had like Josh Holloway in it, and it was about aliens, I guess. I don't know. They never made it clear. And Carl Weathers was like in 3 episodes and then left. He said, I'm going to be in 3 episodes and leave this show because I'm Carl Weathers. Man, oh man. It looks like you guys are seeing that now. I'm watching the feed. Good golly. Well, what did we learn today, kids? We learned that you can get a free link to join the Discord. Feel free to join the Discord. It's out there for y'all. Normally, you'd have to subscribe to get the link to the Discord, but if you follow today, hang out 5 days a week. I'm probably going to switch my time to early evening again so that it's easier to watch for a lot of people. A lot of people are working during the day, so nobody's watching. Am I right, Ange? Am I right? What a fun time we had today. I'm pooped, man. I think that's all I got. That's all she wrote. We had a great time. I always have a great time with Greg. He cracks me up, that guy. Does a bear attack him? He's one of America's undervalued treasures. Yes, he is, indeed, Ange. I think that Carl Weathers, he's also from New Orleans, where Ange is from. So you're a little bit biased, because you're like, that's my hometown hero. I mean, but just think about it. Have we ever had anybody as incredible as Carl Weathers? You learn that sandwiches get lonely sometimes. Food. Listen, don't neglect the floor sandwiches. Okay? If you see a sandwich on the floor, eat it. That was like the only good part of that movie. It had a story, I think. The movie could have been about 3.5 minutes. It didn't have to be an hour and 20. You learn the sandwiches. I learned not only tell bands you hate them. Yes. I learned that day. Never did it since. And you know what? I was a dumb kid. Now I'm a dumb adult. But I was a dumb kid, and I said, and my friend told me that the band was bad, and I just was trying to look cool. Don't look cool. Don't try to look cool. Good night, Ange. Happy birthday. Y'all are wonderful. We'll hang out with you guys on a daily basis. I appreciate your patronage, your hanging out. You'll get amazing sound effects like this from Ange.
I can destroy everything, but I'm not. But I can.
And this.
You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps?
And this.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
You just want a mouth hug? Well, we'll mouth hugs to all y'all. Wrap your arms around these lips. Mouth hugs. Brought to you by Aristotle Full Throttle. But you don't have to take my word for it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being amazing, being beautiful, being allowing me to pee and not pee the floor and pee my pants. I appreciate it. It's people here. You know, I learned about the Canadian tuxedo. I learned about the Canadian tuxedo tonight. Is that music? The music's very low, isn't it? Oh, it's not even on, is it? Oh, there it is. This is the outro music, ladies and gentlemen. The music wasn't on this whole time. It's great. Happy birthday, Ange. You see what happens. I was thinking the same thing. That movie was about 3.5 minutes of a story padded over an hour. And it was a lot of running through the woods. A lot of running through the trees from guys in masks. Most of the movie was that. It was like Star Wars Episode 8. Listen, I like that movie. We'll talk about that on Monday. If you don't like Star Wars Episode 8, that's such a divisive movie. The Last Jedi. You just gotta freaking wait, huh? Did you just tell me to mouth hug you? You just said, listen, I didn't come up with it. You said you wanted a mouth hug. Thank you, Studio 8H. You rock. I appreciate you. I appreciate all y'all for coming over and hanging out with me. And we gotta do this more often. Let's make this a thing, you know? Maybe I think we can go steady. You know?
Stop all the downloading!
You see what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps? So another one of my favorite lines. So if you like movies, if you like gaming, if you like TV and popular culture and music, come and hang out. We're going to talk about it here. It's a fun time. You guys are wonderful. Snake! Snake! Snakes! That's you. That's your sound effect, dedicated to you. Have a wonderful Friday night, Saturday morning, wherever you are. Frankly, I think that dude had to make a movie, graduated Periscope or whatever. He intentionally padded the time. Yeah, they were like, you need to make this movie 118 minutes. I went to film school. Here's a little anecdote. I went to film school and they said, yeah, your senior film should be 10 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes and your budget should be $2,500. I saved up for 2 years to get $2,500. I did a work-study job where I worked and I made money. I worked at a library. Kids would read to me. I was a reading mentor. Saved up money, $2,500. Blew it all on 3 minutes of my movie. 3 minutes! My senior film, I got 3 minutes of footage, $2,500. So to make a movie that's an hour and 18 minutes for 1,500 Canadian, that's pretty damn good. And I hope that kid got an A, because in the real world, that movie's a D-. But if he was in my senior class, I hope he got an A. Good job. Good job on you. It wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't good. Which is, you know, not worth it. Floor Sandwich wanted a mouth hug. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. Ed's gonna make fun of me because my sign-offs last 45 minutes. Half my show is sign-off. I say, hey, everybody, welcome to the show. Let me take the next 45 minutes signing off. You don't watch TV, perhaps I could do a version of the comic relief guy who's always hiding at the stage left. You could ask a question to the weird cut over to me for the awkward pause. Yes, you have to have a coffee mug with you, though. It's gotta be real Tom Green level stuff. You gotta sit outside the window and be like, and by the end of every 1 hour, you need to be plastered, completely drunk, completely hammered. All right? Can you do that 5 days a week, please? If so, you're hired. Studio 8H, I made it on actual film. I shot on a Bolex. A Bolex. 16 millimeter film. Also, that was the last year at my college that they used film. The year after that, they switched to digital movie making, which would have saved me $2,400. All right, guys. You guys are the best. I had so much fun tonight. I can't wait to see you guys back here on Monday or whenever I spontaneously stream on the weekends. Please remember to turn on the notifications and, you know the jazz. You guys have been here before. Yes, you need to... Novid and Ryder, you have to be like, you've got to offer all of our guests Quaaludes, if you can. Bye, everybody. You're wonderful. I had a wonderful time. I would like to raid somebody. Is there someone I can raid? I don't think so. It's a shame. I know you guys want to keep watching some content. Let me see if there is somebody. That would have been a perfect sign-off, but, you guys want to keep watching some content? Let's see. Oh, no, nobody I know is streaming live right now. But I guess that's it, guys. I'll see you soon.